Alright guys, welcome to the video. Anthony Special here with Hawkeye Traders. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Super excited to share this with you, and the reason I'm so excited is because we identified this live, right? So this is not a hindsight, let's just teach a lesson. This is, hey, we actually saw this as it was transpiring inside the live market. So what we're looking at here is gold futures. This is a 3-minute chart, okay? And right here, we identified a significant low while the market was in fact ticking. And I want you to see that that low has been respected the entire session. Now, how did we identify this low? I'm going to zoom in so you guys can get kind of a real look here. I'm also going to just kind of show you how we were in a very identifiable downtrend, right? So you can see from here, we were really kind of working this way to the downside, okay? I want you to notice as we came into this level initially, we had ultra high selling volume, right? We were unsuccessful in closing below the wick of that candle, right? I'll even move the line down there so you can see it. So this candle here, let me zoom in so it's just a little more obvious. Right here, okay? Super important. Then we consolidate, right, with increasing selling volume with the inability to go lower. Then all of a sudden, at 8:06, we get this super strong buying candle. So I got selling, high selling, that cannot continue to push lower, and then I get ultra high buying coming in here, and you can see that the buyers just push this price all the way up. And we respected this level the entire day. In fact, we went on to break out, kind of retest this area one more time, and then we were really off to the races. I mean, you could probably make this look kind of this way, right? Like you could just draw a zone from this low to this low right there and go, all right, that's definitely the area that we're having a hard time getting rejected through. All right, if I want to put my line here at the close, I can do that. I can sit here and also kind of identify an area, where price consolidated, broke above. Here was that retest, and then we were on and off to the races. But it was easy to identify because we saw this ultra high selling volume. We then saw increased selling volume with no ability to push lower. And then we got this ultra strong buying volume, which was the onset here to just a massive reversal that ran approximately 150 ticks. I mean, that's big money here on the gold futures contract. But it was all identified live in real time in front of traders trading live money. So there's credibility to this. This is not a hindsight thought process. This actually happened, witnessed by live traders trading live money that I said, hey guys, look, based on the interpretation of the price and volume, very specifically, take a look, strong selling followed by increased selling, the inability to push lower, followed by strong buying was the onset here to things turning around and basically recovering these prior overnight highs, right? Like we went on to break, here's the prior session high, we broke the prior session high. So what a really beautiful setup here by just simply being able to identify what the volume's doing, guys. If you can identify what the volume's doing more often than not, you can take that thought process and go, all right, can I now start to build a plan around it, right? Am I going to wait for a break of a trend line? Am I going to wait for a push away and then a retest? However your approach to entering the market is, that's fine. The key to this is very simple. Did you know the market had a high probability of reversing right then and there? Probably not, right? But I did, and the folks who were with me live in the market did. Why? Because I have the insight to say, hey guys, listen, we got super strong selling, no advancement to the downside, followed by super strong buying. If we cannot overtake this area, we probably set a low, at least for now, perhaps even for the entire session. Well, let me wind out, folks, and tell you, we set the low for the entire session as we speak we're actually ticking higher. You could see we retested this line I have here that basically marks off this entire low. But if I come down here and go, oh, let me just see, have we ever retested this level again? No, of course we didn't retest this level again. Why? Because the volume told us that there was a high probability of reversal. So the question is, if you're not understanding these volume and price interactions with great accuracy, you're missing huge moves. How do I know when I'm ready to start thinking about taking a reversal trade? Well, it's very simple. I know because I'm looking at what the interaction between volume and price is. How do I know that if the market's trending to try not to buy into it? Well, if I see the market trending to the downside like it was here, and I saw ultra high selling volume continued by increased selling volume and no ability to push lower, I'm not going to get short. Okay? So understanding volume gives you two things. A, an insight to when a reversal is potentially going to happen. Two, when a trend is potentially coming to an end, right? If the trend's coming to an end, you don't want to try to continue with it. If you think there's a strong chance of reversal, all now you're simply doing is waiting for a confirmation, right? Whatever your personal confirmation is to enter a trend, I'll leave that up to you. But having the insight to what is happening, when, where, and why, guys, game changer. Game changer, right? And this doesn't require any software, right? This is nothing other than, what is it? It's, let me hide, hang on one second. Hide all drawings. What do I have here? I have the Hawkeye paint bar, right? So the bars are being colored in favor of the volume. I have the Hawkeye volume, right? I have the volume radar dot, and I have the Hawkeye wide bar. That's it, right? So this is only proprietary in the way that it prints the actual volume that's transpiring within each individual candle. Right? So there's no dancing unicorn that's going to run across your screen and go, "Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Trader, I think we're going to reverse here, or I think it's going to continue here, or whatever." Right? What you need to be as the trader is the person, the individual that is able to say, "Hey, I understand the interaction between volume and price action. I understand that when there is an increase in selling volume with no follow-through, followed by very strong buying volume, there's a really good chance the market's going to rotate or certainly not continue." So all you need on your screen is to take all the crap off, right? Remove everything. Everything. You don't need Bollinger Bands, you don't need MACDs, you don't need trend line, you don't need anything auto-populating. All you need is Hawkeye volume, the price action, which is going to exist. The software is simply going to color it so that you have a better understanding. The wide bar, so you know when there is heavy interaction transpiring. And the volume radar dot to say, "Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Trader, there's an increase or decrease in volume here. I need to be really, really aware of it because it could mean something." Right? So at the end of the day, all you need is a naked screen. Why? Because a naked screen is going to give you the opportunity to see things with clarity. Less is more. The further I go down my trading career, 13 plus years at this point, if you look at my chart I trade on, there's nothing but volume and price action. Why? Because that's all that matters. Everything else is lagging, right? What does that mean? It means the Bollinger Band is printing based on what's already printed in the price or the volume. The MACD is printing on what's ever been already displayed in the price or the volume. Stochastics, relative strength, you name it, guys. Moving averages, VWAPs, they're all delayed based on the volume and price that has already occurred. So if you know the interaction between volume and price, which we're going to teach you, you're going to have the ability to say, I don't need an indicator to tell me. I'm able to see with my own two eyes and go, hey, something is happening here. I certainly don't want to continue, and now I'm looking for a confirmation of the reversal, whatever that is, however it's unique to your personal trade plan. So what I'd like you to do is go below this video. I'm going to put a training webinar link. I'd like you to click on it. I'm going to dive deeper into this volume and price action thing because you need to understand it. Next step, I want to get these indicators populating up on your screen. NinjaTrader, TradeStation, TradingView, and MetaTrader. Whatever platform you have, we adapt to all the most popular ones. You could trade stocks, futures, forex, cryptocurrencies, options. I mean, the list goes on and on. You could day trade, swing trade, position trade, utilizing this, because the fact of the matter is the relationship between volume and price action is exactly the same on all time frames. So the most important thing is you need to understand it. So in addition to getting the indicators populating on your screen, we're going to give you access to the Hawkeye Volume Mastery Series. Why? Because I need you to understand exactly what I understand. I need you to be able to look at any chart on any time frame and go, is there an area where volume and price action are interacting in a way that it could tell me what could potentially happen next? Because the fact of the matter is, understanding volume and price action is the only way you're going to be able to lead the market in what it could potentially do next. Just like I did live this morning, right, in front of live traders trading live accounts. I said, hey, there's a good chance this is going to turn around. This is not hindsight, right? This is real deal while the market's ticking. Guys, I think there's a strong chance the market may rotate. And it sure did. Over 150 ticks from right here. So, your next step, go below this video, watch the training webinar, take notes, reach out to us with any questions you have. We'll answer them for you. Let's get the indicators populated. Let's get you access to the Hawkeye Volume Mastery Series. Let's get you up and running and get all the stuff off your screen so you can focus on the only leading indicator, and that is the interaction between volume and price action. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. I appreciate you being here. God bless, and have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you succeed utilizing Hawkeye Volume and Price Action.